Everton here at the Joy Stadium. We'll start in the room with Sam.
Hi Andre, welcome back. Just how was the break firstly for you?
Yeah, thank you. It's been good. I think it's always, we all needed a break. It's been a hectic autumn for all of us. A lot of new players, I'm new, and a lot of new things during, so we needed a couple of weeks off, but now we have been back and been training well. The atmosphere amongst the players are great. We're in a good place, so we're really looking forward to Sunday.
You've kind of already answered my second question there, saying that you needed the break, because I was going to ask, is it a help or a hindrance to have that when the team was with so much momentum going into that break? But obviously during that time, as you said, it was nice to maybe reflect then, I suppose, on the first half of the season.
Yeah, I think it's. I think the players needed and deserved some time off. Definitely, it's going to be a long season, so sometimes you need those days off. So definitely needed. And even though that you are in a good flow, I'm not worried about that. I know we are going to find our way back quickly. It's been looking good during the week, but of course there will be relationship needs a couple of sessions more maybe, and the timing needs a little bit more, but I think we have done what we can so far, and I think we're ready for Sunday at least.
Yeah, how has this week been in the build-up to Everton? Obviously everyone coming back, you said the mood is high. Just how great has it been to be back together with everyone and moving towards a match on the weekend?
Yeah, I think, like I said, I think the mood and the atmosphere amongst the players has been great. They are very, very focusing on coming in. I think that the training sessions has been on a very high level. I think it's a huge difference from when we started in August to now. The players know, you can see in the team when there is a confidence and a feeling that if we do what we are doing, we are a great team and we can perform on a very high level. And we have built that during the whole autumn and are in a good place. And you see that in everything that we do in the training session. But like I said, it's also, this takes some time with timing, and you need to master the load and not training too much, finding not also for us coaches not to wanting too much. We can be better in a lot of things, but you need to take it step by step and don't overthink it.
Of course, the last time we spoke to you pre-match was before the West Ham game, obviously a few weeks ago. Then I know I asked you then about Alba Fagino, but how is she? What's the latest with her? Because it was still a little bit uncertain before the West Ham game.
Yeah, still she's not available for the game on Sunday, unfortunately. We take it week by week. We'll see how she's coping with the rehab next week, see how that goes. So I think we need to be there in that state of seeing what happens every week and see when she's available again.
Will there be any other players who might need to be assessed after this, maybe coming back from the winter break?
No, I wouldn't say so. I think the other ones is hopefully available on Sunday if nothing is happening in the last days. But I think right now we are in a good place. Of course, there is a couple of players. Mary's on our way back, and like you said, Alba and so on. But I think we are we're having a lot of players, or a good amount of players on the sessions. So the loading can be well there also.
I know it might be hard to put maybe a time frame on Mary, but maybe what's the latest with her? What maybe sessions has she been doing as she kind of builds up from that long-term injury to come back for City?
Yeah, I think that I'm not saying that the tricky part comes now, but a little bit like that. Now she's been working very hard with the rehab, and now this about not being too eager, either she or us, that we want so much. So being smart these coming weeks will be crucial. She is part in some parts with the team and modified in some parts, and I think that's how it's going to be now these coming weeks. And then everything is how she's responding from week to week and from almost from day to day, how we progress. But she's a smart girl, so she knows that she's not going to put herself in too challenging environment, and we also need to be there as coaches, and the medical staff is doing a great job with her. So, but like I said, this is the part when you're almost there of not pushing it too fast.
Another month, another Manager of the Month award for yourself, the third in succession. I believe that makes you the first manager to win 3 in a row since maybe they started the awards. Just again, I know we've spoken about this in the past 2 months, but again, to win it again, does that just show you the progress of the team maybe, rather than obviously it keeps building rather than sort of any setbacks? And obviously we've spoken about before the break and on such a good run of form at the moment.
Yeah, but of course, I'm. First of all, you are so. I think we all need appreciation. We like that, and this is the same for me. And it shows that I and my colleagues and the whole staff is doing good things. So that is, of course, nice to be like that and be appreciated. But on the other hand, I think that it's like. For the players, you play a game and then you win and then you move on, and it's a little bit like this also. You get appreciation in something that you have done very well, or with the team and the coaching and everything, and then when it's done, December is done, now everything is about the coming weekend, so you should almost not think about it. But it's also it is a prize that is for the whole staff, for everything that we are doing every day. I can't enough say how much I appreciate how hard they are working and what they are doing to really make sure that I get the best circumstances so I can do my job. But also for the players, that the players also believe in my ideas, and we are able to do that in the games.
There's also individual recognition for Bunny this month, of course. Surpassed 100 goals, the first to do so for the club. This might be quite a hard question to answer, but throughout your career in management, where maybe does she rank in the strikers that you've coached so far from the players that you've seen in your career?
I always feel it difficult to compare players from. So, like you said, I've been having quite many good strikers in there, but I think Bunny is unique in a lot of things, and right now what she's doing for us and what she's doing in this league, right at the moment, I can't see many forwards that is better than she is, and I think she just need to, like she's doing so far, just focusing on the next training session next game. She shouldn't even overthink it either, and she's I think she is there, and that's why she's also a very good player, because she wants to become a little bit better all the time. But it's difficult to rank her. I can't say that, because right now I'm working with her and really like what I'm working with.
On to obviously the weekend, third time this season facing Everton. What are you firstly anticipating from them at the Joy?
Everton has been putting some challenges to us, especially when we played away. So I expect a team that is skillful on the ball, tactically very fluent and flexible, and that is things that we just need to adjust to and being able to be prepared for. There is some speed in their transitions, which we also need to be ready for. And yeah, so it's a good team. They caused us some problems, but at the same time, we have won both games, and we have all opportunities to do that again. But of course, also, like we have said to all teams, that we have a great respect for the opponent. They are bringing new things. Everybody will be in this spring. Everybody wants to beat us, and we need to like that and love that, because that's what it's about, to have been working hard to be in top of the league, and now it's just to make sure that we continue developing and continue chasing the even better performance all the time. But all teams will definitely do everything to beat us.
And just finally, obviously, expanding on what you said there of being top of the league now, how do you maybe deal with that? Obviously, coming into the first half of the season, everyone's on a level playing field. Obviously, the objectives are clear for City. But now being at the top of the league for the second half of the season, how do you deal with teams coming here and wanting to beat City, like you said there?
Yeah, I don't think I've changed it, but I think it's very important that we talk about it and that we are in a great position because we deserved it. But I also said to the players that it's one thing to get there, and it's harder to stay there. So the work now has to be trying to do things even better because the teams will throw more tactical flexibility, new things on us. So we need to be even better than we were in autumn. So that is something I'd rather be here than being 6 points behind somebody else. I'd rather be here, but as long as we have the confidence of being a team that is leading, but at the same time have the hunger to be a chasing team. I think that's an important part for us.
Thank you very much. That's all.